Nova Scotians paid for cell phone service during Fiona's devastating sweep through the province, but they were paying for nothing. Adding to the stress of fearing for themselves and their properties, many discovered their cell phones didn't work.
We had no phone service. There was like a little pocket in the community where we could just about get a couple of bars.
Nothing at all. I couldn't get through or get text messages.
During the storm, if we needed help, we couldn't contact 911.
Atlantic Canada's leading phone provider, Bell, blamed a battery backup system that's supposed to keep its network running when power is knocked out.
Given the magnitude of the power outages and as well the duration of the storm, and thirdly, access to sites, unfortunately, some of our batteries exhausted.
Not good enough, according to Nova Scotia Premier Tim Houston.
The message is do better. I mean, it's a critical service. We know that Nova Scotians need access to telecommunications, particularly in some of these situations that we found ourselves in over the last couple of weeks.
Nova Scotia's PC government is backing up its tough talk by imposing new regulations on phone providers. Requirements include an annual government-approved emergency response plan, physical attendance at emergency planning sessions, and a rebate to the customer for service disruptions. The Nova Scotia government says if telecoms don't comply, they could be hit with daily fines of up to $250,000. The telecommunications industry Canada-wide is still reeling from July's outage on the Rogers system that disrupted cell networks and payments for businesses. Rogers promises to spend at least $250 million to prevent future outages. Both Bell and Rogers referred our inquiries about the new regulations to the Canadian Wireless Telecommunications Association. The CWTA did not respond before our deadline. The Nova Scotia government says during Fiona, the service failure hampered emergency response. First responders and power crews were unable to communicate with each other or with coordination centers.
We know action needs to be taken. We'll start that process.
The federal government has also signaled it will take action, having already pressed for more accountability after the Rogers outage. Ross Lord, Global News.